Meghan Markle, former Duchess of Sussex, stepped onto the stage, her carefully curated smile faltering under the weight of a hostile reception. What was intended to be a polished, high-profile appearance quickly devolved into a public rebuke, as a furious crowd unleashed a barrage of boos and heckles, effectively silencing her attempt to be introduced as Sussex Meghan. This dramatic turn of events, witnessed by stunned onlookers, underscored the growing chasm between Markle's carefully crafted narrative and the public's increasingly skeptical perception of her post-royal endeavors. The incident unfolded during a highly anticipated daily show where Markle was slated to speak on her latest Netflix cooking show with comedian Jon Stewart tasked with the introduction. However, sources close to the event revealed that a pre-show request from Markle stipulated she be introduced as Sussex Meghan, a move widely interpreted as an attempt to leverage her royal association for personal branding. This seemingly innocuous request, however, sparking a chaotic atmosphere amongst the audience, many of whom perceived it as a blatant attempt to cling to the titles she and Prince Harry had explicitly relinquished. The boos began as Stewart hesitantly uttered the requested introduction, a wave of disapproval washing over the auditorium. The heckles, initially scattered, quickly coalesced into a unified chorus of dissent, drowning out Stewart's attempts to continue. The crowd's reaction wasn't merely a fleeting moment of discontent, it was a sustained and visceral rejection of what many saw as Markle's continued attempts to exploit her royal connection for commercial gain. This public display of animosity is not an isolated incident. It reflects a growing sentiment among a significant portion of the public, who feel that Markle and Prince Harry's departure from royal duties has been accompanied by a series of calculated moves aimed at maximizing their celebrity status, often at the expense of the very institution they claim to be escaping. The Sussex Meghan request, in this context, was seen as a particularly egregious example of this perceived hypocrisy. The public's reaction suggests a growing weariness with what some perceive as Markle's tendency to frame herself as a victim. The constant narratives of victimhood, often juxtaposed with lavish displays of wealth and privilege, have eroded public sympathy, leaving many feeling that her pronouncements lack authenticity. The Sussex Meghan incident, therefore, can be interpreted as a collective expression of this disillusionment, a moment where the public refused to passively accept her carefully constructed image. The backlash also highlights the delicate balance between personal branding and public perception. In an era of heightened scrutiny and social media commentary, public figures are held to increasingly stringent standards of authenticity and consistency. Markle's attempt to rebrand herself as Sussex Meghan appears to have backfired spectacularly, revealing a disconnect between her perceived self-image and the reality of public sentiment. The event's fallout has sparked a flurry of online debate, with social media platforms buzzing with commentary on the incident. Many have criticized Markle's team for what they perceive as a tone-deaf and ill-advised request, while others have praised the crowd for expressing their disapproval. The incident has reignited discussions about the couple's post-royal activities and their continued reliance on their royal titles.